Hello everybody and welcome to another Gareth guitar tutorial. This is the fingerstyle version of Say You Won't Let Go by James Arthur. This is different to the original version. The original version I've already done a guitar lesson on. That's the really easy one where you sing along to. If you want to check out that guitar lesson instead of this like really advanced one, you can go and check that out. There'll be a link in the description of this video. However, if you do want to play something a little more advanced, and this was what I've just played for you, was an excerpt of my full fingerstyle interpretation, which you can go and check out again in the link in the description of the song. Go listen to it in its entirety and see if you want to be able to play it like that. And then come back here, and what I'll do is I'll teach you it for free, 100%, note for note, right here on YouTube or my guitar lesson website, goliathguitartutorials.com, which you can head over to, link in the description again, or in a card on the screen. And right there you can download the tabs and you see all the guitar lessons in one place. So it's, you can check it out on the guitar lesson, or you can stay here on YouTube, hit subscribe, and all the lessons will come into your subscription feeds when they are ready. Before I get started, I do want to say that the guitar strings that I use are Elixir guitar strings, because they are hands down the best guitar strings that I've ever used playing the guitar. The reason being, they last for so much longer than a regular guitar string. They've got this finger gunk repellent coating on them that just keeps them clean and fresh. Don't have to change them as often, and they hold the tone for longer. They're just awesome. My number one choice in guitar strings, which is why it brings me great pleasure to bring you this guitar lesson in association with Elixir strings. So without much further ado, let's get on with this guitar lesson. Capo on the 3rd fret you're going to need. The guitar is in standard tuning, which a lot of you will be happy to hear. And let's get into the intro. Okay, so that's what we're learning to begin with. This is a technique called a fingerstyle, an artificial harmonic. Of course it's fingerstyle, guys. Artificial harmonics is what these are. So what we do, bring the left hand to the 3rd fret on the 6th string, and you put the 3rd fret on the 2nd string too. So use your 2 middle fingers for them, because you're going to be hovering around with the other 2 fingers in the meantime. Okay, so what we're doing here, you start off here, which is, if you're fretting the 3rd, then you are plucking the fingerstyle, the artificial harmonic, guys, get it right. The artificial harmonic, 12 frets above that. So we're on the 15th, so 12 plus 3 is 15. So that's above the 15th fret, which is here. Okay, and what we're doing with the index fingers, we're touching that string just directly above the fret, which is the metal part, directly above it, just touching it lightly. Okay, and then with another finger beneath it, you pluck it. Okay, and just as you pluck it, you pull your finger away and let it chime, let it ring out. And that's how you do the artificial harmonic. Now, if you're having trouble with this, I've got a series, I think I've got a video on how to do artificial harmonics, like How to Tuesday, I think it was, which is like a really short lesson to teach you how to do these things more precisely. I will go on YouTube, search it for how to do artificial harmonics. A couple of things to note: if you are not getting the right sound, maybe your strings are old. I'm using Elixir strings, obviously, so they last longer, so maybe you should try Elixir strings, but that is one reason why it might not chime out, is the strings might be old. Another thing is you might not be directly above the fret, you might be just off, you might be at the wrong place, so that might be it. And also, you might be pushing down too hard with the index finger. You won't get the sound. You just need to lightly touch it. You don't need to fret it, you just need to touch it, and then pull your finger away quickly. So those are my quick tips on how to do artificial harmonics. So let's move on. After playing that single one, you come to the 2nd fret on your 1st string, and then on the above the 14th fret here, on the 1st string, you touch and then pluck behind it, and then pluck the 6th string just regularly at the same time. Okay. Next, move up 1 fret. Add your little finger in here to the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and move up 1 fret where you're doing a harmonic. Just play that single note on its own. A little note: if you completely fail with these artificial harmonics, just play it normal. Just as good. So figure out how to play it, and then figure out the tricky technique after that. You can always just come back to the artificial harmonics if that's what you need to do. Okay. After that first string on the 3rd fret and 15th for the harmonic, you come back to the 2nd string. Back where it was, above the 15th fret for the harmonic and the 3rd fret fretted with your finger. Next, you come to the 4th fret here on the 3rd string with the little finger, so you lift off the 1st, stick it on there, play the artificial harmonic here, which is above the 16th fret. Now, the way that it gets really confusing when you're all up here. What you do is you look at the dots, right? So I've got, it is a double dotted here, but normally you've got a single dot here on the 5th. It might be double dotted on your guitar, I don't know. So if I'm fretting 1 above the dot here, then it's going to be 1 above the dot here, okay? And if I'm fretting on the dot there, it's going to be on the dot there. And then so if I'm 2 above the dot here, which is the next dot, I don't actually have a dot here for the 16th, but there should be. But if there was one there, that's how I relate to it anyway. That's how I figure out. That's how I look for reference. So we've got this. That was the last note I taught you, and then back to the 2nd fret again. Sorry, 2nd string again on the 15th fret harmonic, 3rd fret fretted. If you're reading the tabs, then the regular number with the left hand is where you put your finger fretting, and the kind of angled bracket thing is where you're doing the pinch harmonic. You probably figured that out already. I just thought I'd say that, just in case you were wondering. So after you've got that, you come down to the 2nd fret on the 6th string and just play that on its own. That's literally it. And then start again, but using the 6th string open for the pinch. This is beginning of bar 4 now. You do the whole sequence again, but you start off with that pinch on the open 6th string this time, the 2nd time too. Continue the whole cycle through, and then finish off on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and that is the end of the intro. Okay, 3rd fret of the 5th string, just pluck it regularly on its own. That's the bass note. So that's the first 5 bars, which is the whole of the intro. I'll recap and do it quite slowly. Hopefully you'll pick it up if you haven't already. Okay, so that's the hard version. The easy version was. That's without all the fancy artificial harmonics, if you like. So next we're going to move on to the verse, bar 6 through 13. Okay, so that's the next 4 bars, 6 through 9. 3rd fret on the 6th string. Yeah, 3rd fret on the 6th string with this finger here, which is the middle finger. It is the middle finger, guys. Well done. Middle finger. Slide from. I use my little finger for this. Slide from 3 to 5 on the 5th string, and then play the open 4th string. If that slide is difficult, you're sliding into, remember, you're not sliding from anything, so it's like you slide just as you get in there. It's weird. Okay, if you're not managing that, just play it single note, just straight like that, and then 2nd fret of the 5th string twice. After the 2nd one, you pull it off to open, so you don't pluck it, you just pull your left finger off and you'll get that 2nd note, which is the open string. And then finish off on the 3rd fret of the 6th again. Okay? So that's bar 6. Next, second fret on the 6th string. Same thing again, slide up to 5 on the 5th. Open 4. And just play 2 single notes on that second fret of the 5th string. I like to have a little vibrato in there, which is what that, just wobble the string a little bit, give it a bit of texture. Okay, so that's bar number 7. Bar number, so that's 6 and 7. Bar 8 now. That is a repeat of bar 6, but this time the open 6th string is your root note. So instead of fretting here like you did in 6, you now play that open, everything else is the same. Okay, slide up, slide up, open 4, 2 plucks on the 2nd fret, pull off, and then 6 again. So that is bar number 8, bar number 9. 3rd fret on both the 5th and 6th string, you play 6, 5, and then play 5 again, and pull it off to the 2nd fret. And to finish off, another back up to the 3rd fret on the 5th and play that on its own. Okay, so that is bar 6 through 9 done. And that's it. Bar 10 through 13, then, same again. Bar 10's the same. This time, bar 11 plays a little bit differently. So what we're doing here, you play the 6th string again on the 2nd fret to begin, and then you slide that up, but now you bar across with your index finger the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And then you lift off with the little finger, you play the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And then you lift off the bar now, fret it with the middle finger, the 5th string on the 2nd fret that is, play it and pull off. Okay? So that is bar number 11. Moving on, bar 12, which is a repeat of bar number 8, and then bar 13, again repeat of 9. So the only difference in that 4 bars was bar 11, where you did that kind of slide and bar and pull off thing. Okay, so bar 10 through 13 should play this. And that is it. That is the end of guitar lesson number 1. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe now, because guitar lesson 2 will be in a few days. Or if you want to get your hands on the rest of the guitar lessons as well as the tabs, early access, you can head over to patreon.com/Gareth Evans. There you will get access to all the guitar lesson material and the tabs the day that the interpretation goes out. So if you're watching this on YouTube, the early access has been available for a few days since the interpretation video was live on YouTube. That's the day where you get all the lessons. So you can watch it on YouTube, learn to play it straight away. Whereas everyone else has got to wait a little bit longer. Everything will come free, but it comes a little bit more gradually. So head over to patreon.com/Gareth Evans if you are interested in supporting me and getting early access to the lessons and stuff in return. I really appreciate everybody who is a patron who supports me bringing you these guitar lessons absolutely free, because they are a lot of work. A lot of work does go into them. And so a huge thank you to everybody who supports me, and Emmy, who does the editing and stuff. Emmy and I bringing you these guitar lessons. So on behalf of everybody here, thank you very much. I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.